AT&T. It's the American Telephone and Telegraph Company. The ticker symbol is T, and at the moment it's trading for about $25 per share. And the share price has been taking a bit of a hammering. The bottom of this graph here, the bottom of this drop is lockdown last year. And a lot of stocks have boomed since then, and AT&T has done the opposite. So it started as the American District Telegraph Company, and that was in 1878. And then obviously in quite a long period of time there was a lot of demergers and subsidiary spin-offs and a lot of acquisitions, so a lot of changes of structure. And then AT&T became the parent company in 1899. As of now, AT&T is the largest telecommunications company in the world, and it's the largest mobile service provider in the United States. Now, there's a lot of talk about it at the moment and very mixed reviews, because although they are a very long-running and very successful company, they're no joke. They're in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but they were replaced by Apple. No joke at all. But there's a lot of mixed sentiment about them because they've made quite a few bad investment or business decisions. Questionable, if anything, but bad, I would say. Now, they're due to spin off WarnerMedia. And WarnerMedia owns HBO, CNN, Cartoon Network, and Discovery, as in Discovery Channel and Animal Planet and all that good stuff. So they're going to do a spin-off, and at the moment, AT&T owns WarnerMedia. Warner Brothers is part of it. And they're going to create two separate entities because they figured that each one would be more profitable. But when you're doing your own research, you'll come across quite a lot of articles saying that this is basically AT&T admitting a mistake because they bought WarnerMedia for $108 billion only 3 years ago. When you're doing your research, you should look up AT&T's limited market opinion. That's another one. However, there is a lot of bad sentiment, but in my opinion, I think that they're taking an unnecessary beating. When you look at the long-term graph, this goes back to 1984. And this is where we are now. So if anything, I would call this reasonable levels. And at the moment, I think that all the people that were invested in AT&T just for the big dividend are now jumping ship. But AT&T, I think it was April or May of this year, Yahoo Finance rated AT&T one of its top dividend aristocrats, which is not an easy club to get into. It's decades of consistent dividends and dividend raises. So AT&T is a provider of telecommunications, media and technology services globally. It operates through 4 segments, which are communications, the WarnerMedia segment, Latin America, and Xandr. And keep in mind they're planning on spinning WarnerMedia off, so that will become its own separate entity. AT&T will focus on broadband, WarnerMedia, which is HBO, CNN, Cartoon Network, Discovery, that is going to go off and focus on that streaming entertainment. So the communication segment provides wireless and wireline telecom, video and broadband services to consumers. The business units of the communication segment include Mobility, Entertainment Group, and Business Wireline. The WarnerMedia segment develops, produces, and distributes feature films, television, gaming, and other content over various physical and digital formats. The business units of the WarnerMedia segment includes Turner, HBO, which is home box office, and Warner Brothers. The Latin America segment provides entertainment services in Latin America and wireless services in Mexico. Vero and Mexico are the business units of the Latin America segment, and the Xander segment provides advertising services. So it's based in Dallas in the United States, has 243,000 employees. Its current market cap $210.78 billion. PE ratio of 12.7, has a revenue of $181.19 billion. Current dividend yield is 7.34%. It pays a dividend 4 times a year, and the last one I received was for 44 cents per share. I do think that the dividend is due to be cut though, as far as I know, and if the stock price keeps falling like this, they will have to cut the dividend. But I think after this spin-off, it's due to be cut as well. Quarterly profit margin is 3%, and annually is about 8%. Quarterly debt to assets is about 68%, and annually is about 66%. And its annual cash flow from operating is 48.67 billion. From investing is negative 16.69 billion, and from financing is negative $25.08 billion. So at the moment, AT&T is 50 cents off its 52-week low, the lowest it's been in the last year from today. And its 52-week high is $33.88. So it's looking like the best discount that there's been in the last year, in my opinion. Now, it's completely up to you what you decide to do, but I will not be selling any position or any of my shares, and if I had money, I would put more in, because I'm very interested to see how these two separate entities work out. But that's all for this one. And if you're interested in 5-minute breakdowns of the basics of dividend investing or the stock market or individual dividend stocks, feel free to subscribe. Let me know what you think, and hope that you stop by again soon.